Hey, it has been a minute since I have gone live here on the Book of Faces. Hello, how are you? I'm Liz. So, I guess a lot of you guys have seen some of the stuff that I have been posting and announcing in the last few days here on Facebook. And I thought, you know what? I kind of jumped forward a couple of steps. So maybe I should get on there and tell them what's going on. So sorry about that. If you know anything about me, when I get going on something, when I'm ready to launch, I launch. Face first through the glass, get the stitches later. Mike, if you're watching this, I stole that from you. I think you stole it from somebody else. But anywho, let's talk about Midlife RX. Why Midlife RX? Why now? What is going on? Okay, so little story time. Is it okay if I share a story with y'all to get started? Let's get reacquainted a little bit. So I'm Liz, retired registered nurse of 28 years. Been in the networking space in addition to being a nurse for the last 10 years. So I have a wide variety of skills. But I guess it was time for me to put my lab coat back on. Got all my name tags from a few of my jobs here. Because I feel like a lot of people don't remember that I'm a nurse. I am a nurse. Lots of information up here in my noggin. So I busted out my lab coat, all my name tags, got my clipboard. This is literally, I'm not exaggerating with you guys, this is the clipboard I used back when I was an emergency room nurse 20 to 25 years ago. Same clipboard. Faithful. They just don't make them like they used to. Anyway, I still use it to this day, and I'm using it for this course because it means something to my heart. And let me tell you what Midlife RX is. It's God making beauty from ashes. That's what it is. Because that has been my heart's cry this year. So the backstory is that I completely lost my mojo over the last year. Completely. In a professional sense and in a physical sense. My body completely turned against me this past year. Actually, it started, I'm 52 now. It actually all really started around the age of 48. Okay? At 48, I started having extreme hip pain. I remember because my first grandson had just been born, and my daughter and her husband lived in a house that had 4 steps to get up to the house, and I would have to walk down the steps sideways because my range of motion in my hips hurt so bad. I remember one time we took him to the swimming pool. I got down in the pool with him, and my daughter had to help me get up out of the pool, and I was like, this is just not okay. So hip pain, insomnia, started dealing with major, what I know now is, I thought maybe I was getting arthritis. I thought this, thought that. I know now that was menopause or perimenopause. I'm actually in full-blown menopause now, but it has been a journey, guys. I have felt like crap. Type the word poop. Type the word poop if you are watching this and you have felt like poop for a long time and you're tired of feeling like poop. Okay, so everybody saw me in my cute little lab coat. Now I'm literally, y'all could see that I got way too much sun yesterday, Labor Day, and I am sunburned and I am menopausal, so the jacket's got to go. Okay, everybody saw the cute little prop. Okay, so I'm still a nurse, I just don't have my lab coat on. Okay, so anywho, I have felt terrible. And somewhere in the midst of that, in the last year, I went through a crisis in my family. Terrible, horrible situation, estrangement with my child. It has resolved now, praise God, from whom all blessings flow. But it was a terrible time. And in the midst of that, between physically feeling bad and going through a crisis in my family, Michelle, yes, poop. I lost my purpose. I lost my passion. I didn't know what I was here for. My career as a nurse had been winding down. I was no longer interested in networking at all. I couldn't get excited about anything. And yet it was like, you remember that line from a movie that says, I'm too old I'm too young to feel old and I'm too old to feel young. It's kind of like how I felt at 52. I'm like, what now? What now? I'm not finished with life, but I'm kind of finished with that phase of life. Anyway, I started going through all these different transitions, physically, mentally, emotionally, and I started talking about it over on that little clock app. And I realized that so many women were going through exactly what I was going through and feeling terrible and kind of feeling lost. And I thought, man, and I had begun praying. I'm going to show you this because this has been written on a board that I have been praying this since last fall. And this prayer says, Lord, give me the wisdom, the favor, and all necessary to do what you put me here to do. And may I do it in a way that pleases you. That has been my prayer for like the last year now. And I woke up about a month ago and I was just beginning to feel better because let me back up to the physical part of it. I've tried everything. I'm very holistically minded. I know what herbs to take. I know what creams to use. I tried it all and nothing was working. So I forgot to grab it. Let me grab it. Hold on. About 3 months ago, I know I'm kind of going on rabbit trails here. Y'all know how I am. I don't like scripts. So I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just telling you the whys behind the course. I went online, went to one of those programs where you can go on and get female hormones. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get me some cream. So I got some hormone replacement. And no labs were done. Nothing was done. They just sent me out this generic little prescription. And within 7 to 10 days, I was 1,000 times worse. Like, couldn't get out of bed worse. Felt terrible. So I reached out to the doctor that was in charge of my account. And I said, hey, I'm using the cream as prescribed. I feel terrible. Can I get some lab work done? And they said no. She told me labs are not accurate, just half your dose. You'll get used to it after a little while. And if y'all know anything about me, that completely was not the right thing to say to me. I was like, forget it. No, I feel terrible. You're not listening to me. You're not doing labs. So anyway, I just went back to taking care of my own business and trying to figure things out. Felt better doing it my way, but didn't feel great. Anyway, fast forward, I found a doctor who does lab work and I am feeling better. Within 2 days of getting on the new bioidentical, organic, plant-based supplements, creams, hormone replacement, my energy was back. My brain fog was gone. I felt better. Then I could start working on my purpose. And so that's when, about 4 weeks ago, I said, you know what? There's not a program out there that addresses everything. There's programs out there that address hormones. And then there's programs out there that talk about finding your purpose in your 40s, 50s, 60s. But there's not a program that talks about everything. Talks about all the physical symptoms that you're going through. Talks about beauty and skincare because our skin changes when we age. Talks about finances, like a lot of us have aging parents, so we need to learn about, make sure our paperwork is in order, like our wills, our power of attorneys, putting our homes in trust to save money on taxes for our kids. There are things that we go through during midlife that is not talked about enough. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to create it myself. I'm just going to do it. So that's what Midlife RX is going to be. It's going to be your prescription for feeling better and finding your purpose and getting your life organized. So it's not just one masterclass. I know that was a little bit confusing as I launched it because our very first masterclass is going to be on biohacking, weight loss, and biohacking, anti-aging. Biohacking, meaning shortcuts. Okay? That's just the first of probably... I should have been ready for this, but I think I have 12 guest speakers lined up already, including me teaching you stuff. This is going to be a very robust platform, a workshop. I'm going to be adding new things all the time. In addition to all of that, somebody type in the comments, but wait, there's more. In addition to all that, it's a community. I chose the school platform because it also comes with a community. So it's safe. It's a private place where you can ask questions. You can get support. I will answer your questions. Everything's all included on that app. Okay. Or you can access it from an app, or you can access it from your phone. So it's a solution-based program for everything that you are encountering going through midlife. So that's it. I wanted to kind of just explain everything to you guys so that no one was confused on how it works. Right now, if you're watching this, today is September 2nd. So as I'm recording this, I still have pre-launch pricing for the course. That price is going to keep going up as the course develops, as it becomes more robust. The price is going to go up. So do not delay. If this is something that you want to tackle, let's do it together. But let's say you're just like, well, I really just want information on how to find my purpose or how to write a book. We're going to cover all that kind of stuff. How to find your purpose again, how to monetize your purpose. So we're going to talk about book writing, course developing, all that kind of stuff, how to build your brand. I got you. I'm telling you, this is going to be a lot of great information for anybody and everybody who wants to reignite yourself. That's not the right word. You want to, I don't know, just start your second chapter. Okay, so there we go. I gotta fine tune that. Anywho, it's gonna be epic. It's going to be epic. So, thank you for watching, and hope to see you over there on the Midlife RX. Love you guys. Bye.